Any questions?
Would you guys increase deputy presence through the holiday, and if so, approximately how many more people will be working?
We will definitely increase because it is a no refusal weekend. I can't give you the number of increases, but we will definitely increase our deputies on the street.
For people who may not know what no refusal means, can you explain that?
Do you want to take that?
So Fort Bend County, we like to say, is a 24/7 no refusal county, meaning if you are suspected of impaired driving, whether it is drugs or alcohol or a combination, the officers develop probable cause for that arrest. If you refuse to give a blood specimen, we will then execute an affidavit for a search warrant, have the search warrant reviewed by a prosecutor and a judge, and collect that evidence by way of search warrant. No refusal weekends are funded by a grant from TxDOT, and those weekends allow us to have increased personnel present. So from Wednesday to Sunday, we have 2 prosecutors present, an administrative assistant for notarizing the warrants, and a nurse, all at the jail. So it's one centralized location. It is more efficient. It allows the deputies and the officers and the troopers to collect their evidence quicker, and then that gives us better evidence than we might have on another day or another time.
Are there any updates on the triple intoxication manslaughter case? Or do you plan on seeking the maximum for this young lady?
So that investigation is still extremely new and extremely active, so I hesitate to give you any kind of estimation on what we will seek, other than we are going to seek justice. In this case, whatever justice looks like is appropriate. You know, this is a time for that family to be grieving, and so we like to allow them time to take care of their own family. We have this investigation with us. We are working on it 24/7 with the sheriff's office, actively in finding new witnesses, getting more information, but I will assure you that we will seek justice in the most appropriate way for this case.
Probably emphasize the punishment range for multiple.
Yeah, remembering too, and we were talking earlier, we have charged this case as the first case that we've charged in Fort Bend with the enhanced punishment range. So we do have all the way from 5 to 99 or life to work with in this case, which I think is an extremely fair range of punishment given the amount of destruction Ms. Lee is alleged to have committed.
You said this was the first case.
It's the first case in Fort Bend that we filed, yes. Because the punishment range is just enhanced September the 1st.
One thing I would like to add is there's greater responsibility. And so what I would like for our viewers to understand, if you're a host or you're a business owner, you also have a responsibility to make sure that your guests are not over drinking and driving. So be aware, be alert, and if you see someone too intoxicated to drive, by all means, please stop them. All of these tragedies are avoidable if we just act responsibly. We have to act together as a community to prevent these things from happening. So if you're serving alcohol, be responsible in that effort. Thank you.
We'll take a couple more questions if there are any. If somebody gives you guys a call and says, hey, I can't drive, I'm impaired, would you pick them up and give them a ride to their destination? Or is that for Uber and Lyft?
I would do it.
Can speak to that.
Yes, if we got a call and somebody needed a ride, I would try to facilitate that 100%.
And I think too, I know in past years, I think it's AAA, but I'm not exactly sure. They have a program called Tipsy Tow, and if you're within a certain number of miles from the location to where you're trying to go, they tow you for free. Don't quote me on whether that is available this year or not, but I know it's been available in years past. But I mean, you have Lyft and Uber and your friend's couch and just don't leave your house. So I think that everyone's goal, right, is to keep those impaired drivers off the road however they can do that, right?
And also keeping in mind what I said earlier, most employers will give you a free pass to either call a car to pick you up. I know here in Fort Bend County, they've sent out messages to us that if we need a ride, then they will pay for that ride. So really, there's no excuse for anyone to get behind the wheel of a car drinking and they've been driving and they've been drinking, so. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate it.